How did I feel about this budget? Sitting in the chamber listening to Alistair Darling delivering it. Well, first of all, I'm afraid it was very bad news for people living in southwest Surrey. Despite the spin, this was not a budget that was about putting up taxes on the rich. It was a budget that put up taxes by £1,000 on every single family in the area over the next 2 years. Higher taxes on fuel, many people depend on their cars. Higher taxes on alcohol as well. We're all going to suffer from the tax hikes that were announced today. But I think more worryingly, it didn't address the long-term problems facing the British economy. We're an economy which has some of the most over-leveraged banks in the world, some of the most indebted consumers in the world, and one of the most over-borrowed governments in the world. And until we tackle that debt crisis, we're not going to create the confidence that you need to allow banks to lend, businesses to invest, and consumers to spend. But I think politically this was a significant budget because it really represented the death of New Labour. New Labour was this idea that a Labour government could deliver both economic prosperity and social justice. But we know the economic prosperity has vanished. The national debt due to double again over the next few years as a result of today's budgets. The top rate of tax has been hiked right up. But actually on social justice as well, the families that are plunged into poverty because unemployment is now higher than it was when Labour came into power, going to get even higher still. That's going to cause misery for families up and down the country, but particularly to my constituents in southwest Surrey who are already suffering from this recession. So it's going to be a tough few months ahead while we wait for the opportunity to give the country the choice it so desperately wants for the next government.